All right, folks, I'm gonna make another trip out on the HJM tri-hauler bike. Try to do a different perspective this time. On my handlebar, looking forward. See how this works out. Gonna make a trip over to, big surprise, Costco. Yeah, I have a eye appointment today. I had a dental appointment earlier this morning. This is a day of getting a lot of personal things done. Heading out towards the end of the year, and all my benefits are set up to use it or lose it. Let me go ahead and get my navigation system set up here. I'd like to have that on. I'm doing stuff. A lot of times I don't pay attention to what's going on. And having this just as a good reminder. Bluetooth turned on here too.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
And let's see where we're gonna go here.
Head west toward Haven Street, then turn left onto Haven Street.
And while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and put my perspective of showing this and make sure all the settings are going okay.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Erie Avenue.
Okay, and away we go on this journey. Car coming from behind. So it's a little after 1 o'clock, and I have a 1:30 appointment with my optometrist at Costco. Get my eyes checked. I had a surgery 4 weeks ago on my left eye. I had surgery
Turn
on my
left
right
onto
eye.
Erie Avenue.
I had surgery on my right eye about 4 months ago. Yeah, in August. So I've had both eyes set up with a pressure relieving process.
Continue on Erie Avenue for 1 mile.
Called minimally invasive glaucoma surgery. Yeah. My family has a very strong history of glaucoma. My grandfather went blind from glaucoma, not knowing the early signs of it. By the time he found out about it, it was way too late. He went completely blind. And my grandfather had 12 children. My dad being one of them, of course. And all 12 of his children had glaucoma. And I'm going to say 90+% of their offspring, my cousins, my first cousins, all have glaucoma. So we have a very, very rich history of glaucoma in our family. And so I've been looked after for glaucoma since I was in my early 30s. Normally you don't look at it until you're in your 50s is when it usually rears its characteristics and that's when it usually typically shows up. But they wanted to monitor me in particular and most of the members of my family a lot sooner than that because of our strong history. And sure enough, it came up in my late 30s. I've been on eye drops for quite a few years, and that's worked out for the most part pretty good. But I was having some complications with the eye drops causing an adverse effect. Basically, the skin on my eyelids were becoming irritated, rashed up, and this is very problematic from having those eye drop drugs going over into the eyelids over the course of those years. So yeah, it was really cumbersome. Found myself waking up several times in the middle of the night with my eyes completely closed due to the discharge coming from the this up a little bit from the adverse effects of those eye drops on my skin of my eyelids. So that was discerning, and it was happening in my right eye initially, and then shortly after I had my right eye surgically fixed, per se, it started occurring on my left eye about a month after I had my surgery on my right eye. So I had to have that surgery on my left eye. Anyway, that's what happened, and so now 4 weeks after surgery, I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyes examined and get some new prescriptions for glasses. My eyesight has changed a bit. I had 20/20 in my right eye, but glaucoma, the characteristic of glaucoma is that it shrinkens up your peripheral vision. So my peripheral vision has been getting narrower and narrower. That's a tough word to say. Over the course of time. And so that's the primary effect of it. But my actual vision is very good. in the right eye. My left eye wasn't as good. I think I had 20/20 in my right eye and 20/30 or 20 something
In
else
600
in my
feet,
left eye.
turn right onto Amigo Street.
My left eye has less peripheral vision damage. My right has much more peripheral vision loss than my left eye. And it's the better eye. So anyway, the bottom line is and another thing was
Turn right onto Amigo Street.
they put me on a steroid eye drop for about a 6-week period.
Continue on Amigo Street for half a mile.
And the characteristics of that eye drop, the steroid, is everything has some type of side effects. And you got to realize that's why I'm a minimalist. So any kind of drugs or things that you take, especially if it's not 100% natural, has some type of a side effect no matter what, period. So keep that in mind. So that's my reason for trying to avoid any kind of drugs, aspirin or anything that's extra. I just don't do any kind of drugs unless it's absolutely necessary. And so anyway, bottom line is so I have the steroids that I took after the surgery, and that was required due to the impact of the steroids is to stop the scar tissue. But the side effects cause an acceleration of the buildup of cataracts. So now I'm going to be faced with cataract surgery in the near future. And the doctor says probably about 6 months or so. And it's all due to me using the steroids to minimize the scarring tissue from the glaucoma surgery. So, anyhow, I guess that's what happens when you start clicking that clock. Your body starts breaking down.
In 600 feet, turn left onto St. Rose Parkway.
Okay, so that was a nice little short drive. I think it's just less than 10 minutes to get here. Not quite here yet, but the main stoplight before we get into Costco.
Turn left onto St. Rose Parkway, then turn right.
So I usually take the back route from the parking lot of the Costco as opposed to what they try to direct me into doing. Looks like my vision. Oh, change that bit. Yeah, this is a pretty busy street. Considered a highway for the most part. 45 miles per hour and 55 miles per hour in certain areas. So it's no joke.
Head southeast on St. Rose Square Lane, then turn left. Turn left, then turn right. Head southeast on St. Rose Square Lane. In 500 feet, turn left to stay on St. Rose Square Lane.
And my ritual through driving to the parking lot is to ring my bell and honk my horn all the way through, because these cars, it's no difficult for them to know you're around. Especially when they're backing out.
Your destination is on the right.
Okay. Back once again to my second home. All right, folks. I'll give you an update after I leave here.